What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So before we start, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel. Last week, nag-hit tayo ng 2,000 subscribers and I'm really grateful and thankful for everyone who's been watching, liking, dropping their comments sa mga videos natin. And yeah, I hope we continue to grow. And yun. So for today's video, as promised guys, nag-post ako sa wall ko last week that I'm gonna do an honest review about this bike. And a lot of you guys were asking their questions and concerns regarding the 450SR. So today, I'm gonna try my best to answer those questions and to share to you guys my personal experience with the bike. So to start off, I'm gonna give you guys an overview of the specs and features of this bike. So this bike comes with 50 horsepower at 9,500 RPM and 39 Nm of torque at 7,600 RPM. So fuel capacity, we have 14 liters, and this bike also comes with slipper clutch. And now let's go ahead and talk about the brakes. So for the front, we have a 320mm single disc with Brembo M40 calipers. By the way, this bike already comes with dual ABS channel. And for our braking system sa likod, we get this 220mm single disc with your ordinary CFMOTO brake calipers. So when it comes with suspension, sa harap, we get this KYB inverted suspension. And sa likod naman, we have your rear central monoshock adjustable suspension. For our wheels, we get the 17-inch aluminum alloy for both front and rear. And for our tire size, sa harap, we get 110 by 70 and sa likod is 150 by 60. So other features of the bike, we have your LED front lights and LED tail lights with a very cool animation when you start up the bike. 5-inch TFT display, which I'll be showing later on the video. And the curb weight of this bike is at 168 kilograms. So magaan siya guys, perfect for beginner riders. So ngayon, let's talk more about the TFT display. So when you start it up, you get this really cool animation of the front view of your bike. And ayan, so maraming information ang naka-display. So let's start with the left side. You can see your odometer, your outside temp, the menu, and your temperature gauge. Dito naman, we can see your left signal indicator, your light indicator, check engine, and your ABS indicator. So sa gitna, we have your time, your speed, of course your RPM, and here you can also see your kickstand indicator and your kill switch indicator. So sa right naman, we have your gear indicator information na pwede nyong palitan. So yan, we have your auto, trip 1, trip 2. Ayan, range, fuel range nyo, voltmeter, and your fuel capacity. And then sa lower right naman, we can see your fuel gauge. So dito pala makikita nyo yung oil pressure indicator, as well as your right signal, your high beam, and your coolant temperature warning indicator. So, sabi sa manual, lalabas lang yon pag umabot yung bike nyo to 115. So, highlight ko lang itong kickstand indicator natin. So, this is a part of their safety feature. Siyempre, minsan nakakalimutan natin itaas yung kickstand, lalo na sa mga beginner riders. So, it's really cool that they have added this kind of feature sa bike na to. Another safety feature of this bike is when nakababa yung kickstand nyo and then you switch into first gear, biglang mamamatay yung makina ng bike. So, pakita ko sa inyo. Right now, nakataas yung kickstand. So, ibababa natin. So, ayan. As you can see, nakababa na siya. And then, let's start the bike. And I'll put it in first gear. So, ayan. Biglang namamatay yung bike pag nakababa yung kickstand and nag-switch kayo to first gear. So let's go ahead and click on the menu. So all you have to do is press enter. So ito nga pala yung buttons niya. So we have up and down, back, and enter button. So ito yung left signal, and then right signal, and then off. We also have your horn. And here we have your high beam. And if gusto nyo nakastay lang sa high beam, all you have to do is push it. So once you hit the menu, ayan, so you can see your vehicle information. So press enter and you can see your bike temperature, your voltage meter, and your fuel range. And then we also have your miles info. Here we can see your mileage, total riding time, your speed, and your fuel consumption. Warning, if ever there's something wrong with your bike, dyan lalabas dito yan. Dito naman sa service, you can see your remaining distance. And last, we have your version info. So next naman, we have your telephone. So basically, you can connect your phone via Bluetooth dito sa TFT display. And whenever you have incoming calls, lalabas yon dito sa TFT display natin. So it also comes with navigation. So all you have to do is register your bike VN number sa CFMOTO app. But for now, hindi pa natin nasa setup yan. So let's move on. So here we have your music player. So once you connect your phone and then may kinig kayo sa music, lalabas dito yun, the title of the song and the album. And here we have your volume controls and next song, previous song, and play pause. Here dito naman sa settings, we have your subject style wherein makakapili kayo kung anong klaseng subject style yung gusto nyo makita. So right now we are using the concision, and then if you want to switch to classic, ayan, pakita ko sa inyo. So pagbalik nyo, na classic na siya. And then here you can also set your units. So for speed, you have your kilometers per hour, miles per hour, time format 12 hour and 24 hour. Temperature, it's either Fahrenheit or Celsius. And then connection, dito nga yung sinasabi kong pwede nyo i-connect yung phone nyo. And also if you are using intercom, pwede nyo i-connect dito sa TFT display natin. Of course, via Bluetooth. Optional info. So, ayan. You can choose between auto, trip 1, trip 2. Yun yung nag-display kanina sa home screen natin. And then, ayan, makikita nyo rin. Pwede nyo rin set yan. So, bali, you have two information na naka-display sa screen natin. And you have options to choose from. And then, the brightness of the screen, na-adjust din. Trip reset. And alam niyo naman na yan. Overspeed alarm. So this is one thing that I really like about this display is you can set the speed. So right now 120 kilometers per hour. So once nagkita ko ng 120, may lalabas dito na overspeed warning. And then you can also turn it off if you like. Time settings. And then gear change reminder, which is really awesome din. Kasi may warning na lalabas if mine is now set at 8,000 RPM. So pag na-reach ko yung 8,000 RPM, may lalabas dito sa gitna ng screen na I have to change gear. So you can also turn it off. Language, we have Chinese, English, and Espanol. And then you have your factory reset. Ayun, so nakita nyo naman na napakaganda ng TFT display nito. And as you can see yung quality nito, it's very premium. So let's talk more about the things that I like with this bike. So first would be the clutch kasi napakalambot niya. Ayan, so for a beginner like me, this helps. It made it easier for me to ride, lalo na pag traffic. And I have to clutch in, so less stress sa kamay ko. Next would be the size and the weight of this bike. Again, 168 kilograms. So if you're a guy like me who's more on city riding, napaka-nimble itong bike na to. So samahan mo pa ng malambot na clutch. So it's more easier to maneuver through the city. Next thing would be the TFT display. As you saw earlier guys, napakaganda ng display niya. Very quality ng mga font and numbers. And overall appearance ng TFT display. And you get loads of information being displayed also. So halatang di tinipid. Next would be the Brembo brakes. So stock na yan. Pag binili nyo tong bike na to, you get this M40 Brembo calipers. So naka single disc ka man pero naka Brembo brakes ka na. And of course, yung design ng bike. So ayan, it's really amazing. And as you can see, it's very aggressive. And they also added winglets. And these are not only for cosmetics. Based on my research, nag-tunnel test sila dito. And it shows that itong winglet na to added 2 kg of downforce on this bike. Next thing na nagustuhan ko dito sa bike na to is yung upuan niya. I don't know if you can see guys, maganda yung material na pinili nila for the rider seat. Hindi siya madulas, and also you get this very cool SR logo. Comfortability wise naman guys, syempre sports bike yan, given na yan na masakit sa likod, masakit sa kamay and all, but eventually masasanay rin kayo sa ergonomics niya, lalo na pag araw-araw nyo ginagamit. And yung handlebars pala dito is hindi siya fully nakababa. As you can see, medyo elevated siya. So you get a little bit of riding comfort pa rin. So yun din, isa sa mga nagustuhan ko sa bike na to is yung riding position niya. I'm 5'8", and pag sinakyan ko tong bike na to, saktong-sakto yung legs ko sa tank niya. So it's easier to grip on the tank, and yun nga yung handlebars niya, hindi siya katulad ng ZX6R, R6 and other liter bikes na sobrang subsob. But again, if gusto mo mag sports bike, expect mo na mababa talaga yung comfortability niya. So next thing I like about this bike is yung 270 crankshaft niya. Sound check natin. By the way, hindi ito stock, naka-slip on exhaust na ako. And ito yung tunog niya. So ayun, napakabastos ng tunog niya. Hindi ko na i-rev bomb kasi hindi pa mainit yung makina. But yeah, if you're gonna compare this sa mga competitors niya, like the Ninja 400 and the CBR 500R, mas macho yung tunog nito kasi nga naka 270 na to. Yung Ninja ata and CBR 500R is naka 180 degree. So ito pa pala, you get this cool animation effect sa headlight niya. Pakita ko sa inyo. So ayun, parang nagpa-follow through. And also sa likod, you get this breathing effect when you start up the bike. So last thing I guess would be the built-in sliders. So this usually doesn't also come stock, pero CFMOTO was thoughtful enough to add this kind of feature sa bike na to. So if ever matrap nyo yung bike nyo, this will somehow prevent it from damaging the fairings. So itong built-in sliders, hindi siya bakal, hindi siya metal, hindi siya steel, plastic lang siya. But somehow it will still, you know, prevent your fairings from being damaged in case of drops. So now, I guess this is the most awaited part ng video na to. We're gonna talk about the issues and the things that I dislike about this bike. So first thing that I don't like about this bike is yung pillion seat. So as you can see, yung texture niya madulas and also matigas. So most likely, if may OBR kayo, mag-slide yun towards you, and all of the weight will be transferred sa'yo. So it's really uncomfortable for the rider and as well for the OBR. Pero again, this is a sports bike. It's not made for OBRs. It's really made for the track and for solo riding. So ito na, babanggitin ko na yung first issue ko dito sa bike na to, and that would be the coolant leak. So on lang natin yung flash natin. So yan, as you can see, may parang hose dyan, and you also can see our coolant. So sometimes nagli-leak dyan yung coolant natin, and kumakalat dito sa fairings natin. Pero hindi naman siya ganun kadami, siguro 2 to 5 drops. Marami ring riders na, owners ng 450SR saying that it's normal. It's called the drain plug for the coolant. So I don't know, hindi ako sure, hindi ako magaling sa mga ganyan. But it's just annoying kasi kumakalat nga dito sa fairings natin. But again, it doesn't happen all the time or every time you ride the bike. So if you have any knowledge kung bakit nangyayari to, please let me know and comment down below. So next thing that I don't like about this bike is yung rear brakes niya. It's working fine guys, pero personally for me, medyo mahina siya. So I hope in the newest version of this 450SR or sa updated version niya, i-improve nila yung brakes sa likod for a better stopping power. So there you go guys, yun pa lang naman yung na-experience kong issue and mga hindi ko nagustuhan dito sa bike na to. So ayan, lumabas tayo kasi medyo madilim na doon. But now we're gonna answer the question, how's the reliability? So ito yung napakadaming tao nagtatanong about sa reliability ng CFMOTO, and I tell you guys, it's a brand that you can trust. So they have been on the game for some quite years now. I guess nag-start sila 1989 if I'm not mistaken. And alam ko they also specialize sa mga ATV, sa yung 4 wheels na motor. So yun. So I do understand naman na you guys have doubts when it comes to Chinese brand. Kasi most of them, they really sacrifice the quality and performance just to have, you know, more on sales. Most mura, mas maraming sales. Iba yun yung CFMOTO guys. You know, it's really amazing that CFMOTO builds quality bikes. They put as much features as they can, but still they manage to set it on a pretty fair, reasonable price so that a lot of consumers can afford their products, diba? So, but for this bike guys, for the SR, SRP nito is 300,000 and you get a lot of features. The design looks amazing, the performance is great. So, I don't see any reason kung bakit di mo kunin itong bike na to. It's either ayaw mo sa sports bike, yun lang. Yun lang yung reason. Pero if you want a beginner sports bike na pwedeng pang expressway, you should definitely consider this on your options. Pero ako, I trust CFMOTO. I trust their brand. I trust their people. And just to add, magandang customer service nila sa Motostrada. Shout out kay Sir Terry. Every time na pinapasok ko yung motor ko, lagi akong walk-in and as much as possible, ina-assist nila ako. So additional knowledge lang guys, CFMOTO is actually in partnership with KTM. So imagine that KTM, alam niyo naman yung brand na yun. So they also trust CFMOTO, diba? So if I were you, I'll consider the brand. I'll add it on my options. And if you like the 450SR guys, you should definitely visit your local showroom or sa Motostrada so you can see it in person and you can also hear it in person. So by the way, just to add, marami rin kasi nagtatanong about my fuel consumption or the fuel consumption of this bike. And pabakita ko sa inyo. Ano ba yun? Ayan, so my fuel consumption is 5.8 liter per 100 kilometer. So a lot of you might say na medyo magastos sa gas or medyo matakaw sa gas. FYI lang guys, yung riding style ko is more on aggressive. So if chill ka lang mag-ride, for sure bababa pa yung fuel consumption mo on this bike. So 5.8 liters per 100 kilometers. Para sa akin, it's not bad anymore kasi na-enjoy ko naman yung bike bawat piga ako sa throttle. Na-enjoy ko yung bike. Pero if di nyo na-enjoy tas malakas sa gas, dun kayo umayaw guys. Pero for sure, you will enjoy. Throttle wise, very responsive siya. Power delivery niya, napaka-responsive. When it comes to power delivery, walang delay sa throttle. Talaga maganda yung performance itong bike na to guys. I have it for about 4 months now. And I can say na it's pretty reliable. Never ako nasiraan during my ride. Never nagloko yung makina. Up until now, it's working fine. I think I have 4,000 kilometers on this bike already. And if you're gonna ask me if I have any regrets on choosing this bike, The answer is wala. I'm really happy that I chose this bike over the other brands. And yun, so ayun, I highly recommend this bike to everyone who's looking for an entry-level sports bike na pwede sa expressway. Definitely you should add this options nyo. So again, alam ko medyo ulit na, but on this bike you get the looks, you get the performance, as well as the technology. So yun lang, I guess nasabi ko na lahat ng gusto kong sabihin about this bike. If you have any more questions guys, drop nyo lang sa comment section, and siguro sasagutin ko na lang doon. So if you have any video suggestion, content suggestion, might as well drop it in the comments. And yan, I hope you learned something from this video. I hope I somehow encouraged you to buy this bike. So yun lang guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys sa next video.